Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. So, last week we reviewed Brian Lee O'Malley's very first comic he ever did. So now we're on to another book I've read over the long month hiatus, Paper Girls. Now, it's a pretty good book. It's got one major issue I have with it, but we'll get to that when we get there. So we start off with our main protagonist right over here. Erin is having I'm kind of interested in the beginning because it starts off she's having a really crazy dream, there's the devil and she has to solve a quiz, and then her sister's life depends on it. So it's her sister's gonna go to hell or something. So it's super crazy. So and I forgot to mention this is written by Brian K. Vaughn, the same person that's written Saga, which I have not read yet, but I'll get to that over the weekend probably if I get the chance. So yeah, there's it's a crazy, because to me it's such a crazy dream that I feel like it has some sort of importance. But I mean, I guess maybe it's just trying to make a statement about dreams. Sometimes they seem important, but they're not really important. I don't know. We'll see as the story progresses. So she has a dream about her sister getting killed, and then she wakes up and she goes on the paper route because it's called Paper Girls. You get it? So they're paper delivery boy girls, that sort of thing. And of course it's set in the 80s, because how can you not be set in the 80s? 80s is the best time for everybody. You got Transformers and you got Michael Jackson and you got a bunch of other stuff. Got the Atari. So yeah, it's set in the 80s because yeah. So she's going on her paper route, and it's Halloween, so you got these teenagers, and they're dressed up Freddy Krueger and a clown and ninja. So yeah, and then they start insulting her, and they're gonna beat her up. I think maybe they're just insulting her. No, they're trying to steal her papers. Yeah, so they're trying to steal her papers, and then you meet the rest of the crew. And part of the reason I like this book a lot is because it's got a bunch of the protagonists are just four girls, and they're really they're funny. They insult each other, and that one of them is smoking. So it's just a bunch of really cool 12-year-old girls just going on adventures, and it gets pretty crazy. So as you'll soon find out. So I kind of like it because it starts off normal, aside from the dream part, and they're just sort of talking and yeah, we're the paper delivery girls, and you can join our group. And then they try to go on their routes, and then we see these alien-looking creatures. They're just sort of like ninjas, but they're mummy ninja thingies. And then yeah, and then the police show up, and you get a little bit of police banter with the kids, and then they go into a house because let's see here, one of the kids gets beaten up, and their walkie-talkie gets stolen by the they couldn't really see who it was. So they go on a little investigation, if you will, and they go into a house, and then they find this weird alien-looking thing. Dun dun dun. And they're I don't know what this is. This is looking pretty crazy. So then, of course, they leave the premises. No, premise. No, they leave the area. And then they come across the mummy people that stole the walkie-talkie. Because I said, they're going on the routes, and they take walkie-talkies because they split up into groups. So, yeah. And then the mummy looks really disformed. One of the creatures looks really disformed. Sort of human-like, but sort of weird, gross looking. And then they come across this weird device that's got an Apple logo on it. Ooh, spooky. And I think it's kind of funny because the covers sort of look like the old iPod commercials, like from the early 2000s. So I think it's kind of fitting. So then, yeah, we go to Aaron's house, and they're sort of like, seriously, what's going on? We found this alien thing, and there's this alien, and it's all really crazy because we're just paper delivery girls. We shouldn't be doing this. And then they see one of the teenagers is standing, he's just standing there with a bag of candy or whatever. And they look up and they see there's a bunch of crazy looking pterodactyls, and they're gonna kill everybody, probably because they're pterodactyls. And pterodactyls are scary because they shouldn't be here. In the 80s, they should be dead. So then they go to the redheaded girl's house. I forget her name. Let's go back a bit. Yeah, Mackenzie. Yeah, so they go to Mackenzie's house. And she's the girl that smokes. The redheaded girl. So, they go to her house. They try to, like, get a gun. And they come across her mom. And her mom's like a, like an alcoholic and a depressive smoker and whatnot. And then apparently her dad's gone. Or I guess it's like her stepmom. Yeah, so it's like her stepmom, sort of. And then she's like, where's my dad? Because, this is a pretty crazy time for a 12-year-old with the dinosaur people and the aliens. So they're like, where's my dad? And she's like, well, he just vanished, apparently. It's, like the revelation or whatever, like the rapture. And then she takes a gun and she kills herself. So, yeah. Boom. Wait a second. Nope, that's wrong. That's how bad I am at remembering stuff. Sorry for the false information, folks. What actually happens is Aaron ends up getting shot. This is the thing. Yeah, Aaron gets shot. The main character. So, yeah. And then we come across, or we start off here with, these two teenagers are looking at the destruction up above with the dinosaurs. And then this, guy on a dinosaur, he's part of, like, the future sort of group. And he comes and he, kills them. And this is the problem I have with the book. The future people. Because, I just don't like the way they were written. Like, the way they speak is kind of, like, annoying to me. Like, I don't mind reading, like, foreign words or, like, if in certain comics, certain people speak a certain way, like, like, whatever, I can deal with that. Like, sort of like in Deadly Class, like, you get people that speak, like, all these crazy accents because they're, like, there's different cultures and everything. I can kind of deal with that, but this is, like, future speak, so it's, like, just some sort of, it sounds sort of made up, but it's got, like, it's sort of like human, like English, but it's, I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know. For me, it's just, like, annoying to read because it's got, like, its own thing to it that bothers me. I don't know. So Aaron ends up getting shot, so they're now on a race to try to save her. And, yeah, so they steal one of the kids' cars, one of the kids' dad's cars. And then we come across the alien people again. And then, Aaron, who's been shot, is sort of like just hallucinating, and she's like seeing, like, like old, like, seeing people. And, she's, like, going through all, like, she's in the snow and she's ice skating, and it's crazy. So, yeah. And then they go, and, one of the future people tries to stop, the kids, and then he gets shot by one of the other kids. And then the alien people, sorry, because there's future people in robot suits that speak this stupid language I hate. And then there's alien people that are like the teenagers. So yeah. So then the alien creatures, they offer to help out. And then we get to more of the, future people with their, like, it's sort of like more of their background, I guess. So they go in the sewers, the 12-year-olds, the main characters do. They go in the sewers and they're trying to get to the alien people's, like, hideout or whatever. And they come across this giant eyeball thing. And they kill that. And then, the alien people take Erin and they put her in, like, this, in basically like the same thing they found in the basement. And then they teleport out of there. And then the other kids are like, well, crap, they just teleported and they're gone now, so we're probably screwed. Because they've got alien technology. And of course, Erin gets all healed up. Because she's like the main character. You can't kill the main character in the first volume. I mean, I guess you could, but it'd be weird. So, yeah. We get to more of the future speak people. So, Erin gets healed, and then she, basically just gets sent back to the, she gets teleported back in, like, the basement area where they found the thing in the original place, because that's where they think to go, because, well, okay, that's the same thing, so maybe it teleported back in the basement. So they go to the basement, they find Erin, she's all healed up, she's ready to go for the next part of the adventure. And then, like, the house they're in, or no, not the house, but, like, they get teleported from the 80s all the way to the present day. Or at least, like, 2016, I think. And they meet the adult Erin Tang. Dun dun dun! And that's our volume. So, how would I rate this book? I'd give this volume, like, A-. Because, again, like, I like the premise, and I think the main characters are funny. And all that good stuff. I just don't like the future people, because they, like, I just don't like reading their dialogue, because I feel like it's written really weird. So, yeah. There's another video for you guys, on time this time. It's not a month late. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. I'll see you on the next Orion's Comics Stuck in the Gutter review. Even though I don't actually label the videos that's what they're called, for future reference. Peace.